Ladies and gentlemen, hello! I am Wenis, and I am joined this evening by Slexia. Slexia, thank you for being here. How are you?
Hey, I'm okay. Thanks for having me. Chillrog? Question mark you? Question mark everyone?
Hashtag, we are at the event Chili Mountain Fight Night. What is Chili Mountain Fight Night, you might ask? Well, Fight Night is an invite-only league of some of the toughest competition in Heroes of the Storm. And Slexia, if you want to watch these giants battle it out, you can find it here Friday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on twitch.tv/Chili Mountain.
Oh, we're in the draft. Darn it. Sorry, you guys will have to ask later for us to continue. Battlefield of Eternity draft. Yeah, we're in here. We are in here right now.
Let's get it going. All right, so since we have the first pick and the first ban from Press Forward, it makes me think that Team Alexander picked this map. So, Team Alexander Fan Club, excuse me. Sorry. There is a difference. There is a difference.
There is. Absolutely. Absolutely. There are a lot of fan clubs these days. It's hard to keep up with those team names. But we do have a fan club here. And it's a little organization they put together. They meet and just talk about Team Alexander all the time. I don't know.
Maybe some tea parties. Like, that's what I think of whenever I see a fan club. Like, they have to have ice cream socials. I don't know, but Anna will not be
Anna,
playing.
Banana, and Deckard won't be in this at all.
Anna, nope. Banana, it is hunting season for healers, apparently, as that's where the bans are being targeted so far at the very beginning. Are healers OP, Slexia? Can you win without one?
I mean, you can win without one, yes. Are they OP? No. Are they necessary? Absolutely. Is Deckard OP? Is Anna OP? I'd say so, but as a generalized statement, not so much. Anna, definitely good to get out, as well as Deckard. Cassia, even though she's been kind of nerfed and is pretty mediocre, she still is...
Sick burn on Cassia.
She is still ban-worthy. Especially if someone has a really good win percent with them. So, looks like we will see Press Forward get rid of that. And, oh, Wenis, tell us about this ban.
All right. Well, you've seen it here first, and now we are seeing it.
But as a generalized statement, not so much. Anna, it's chromie. Definitely. Yeah, that was
out,
as well as Deckard.
Hold on,
Cassia,
sorry, 1 second. My brain was like, what? I heard some weird audio coming because I just opened up the stream to make sure that we're there. So I was like, what are you saying? I didn't even make a reply yet. All right, so we do have Li-Ming.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's been a long week, friends. We'll open up a beer, maybe a couple more in, but Li-Ming as first pick. I love it. I love me some Li-Ming. She's one of my favorite mages for sure. And I like it even more against an Imperious because, you know, keeping some distance from the big stab daddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keeping some distance, throwing out some orbs, missiles. They definitely help with burn, but they're also really good for brawling. Especially if you're having to brawl underneath the opposing team's immortal. You can step back and just watch those orbs fly at their faces. But the next two pickups for Press Forward, we see Healer picked up by Felipe playing Stukov, and Greymane picked up by J-Shift. So excellent brawly hero, able to go in and dive teams as well. Curious what the final ban will be. I'm guessing it'll be an ETC if that hasn't been picked up because his level 13 Encore is busted right now. And,
Encore is hardcore?
Yeah, you can have Mosh basically non-stop, but instead it's Diablo.
I think we'll probably... there's still one more ban left, so it could be ETC here, although a tank is needed for Press Forward too, so they'll probably want to get something in there, but maybe Mei? Is Mei the elite tank? Maybe more of a Johanna? I don't know.
I mean, Mei could be picked up and ETC unless ETC is banned by Press Forward. Then I would expect to see... I mean, since Diablo's banned, I'm not sure. I feel like Muradin's been played a lot lately. It doesn't mean he'll be picked up, but maybe that's just my own personal experience. There's no rhyme or reason other than it's pretty logical to ban Vala here considering her burn potential. And the cards haven't really shown themselves for the side of Team Alexander Fan Club as to what they're trying to do with the Immortal.
I'm
only
out of
showing their
cards.
offlane and healer. Yeah.
Oh
my
out
gosh.
of cards. And
And
there
there's
is the
the
May
May.
pickup. Nice.
Okay.
Ooh,
I
hammer
did hear he is a hammer main or something like that. So the fact that he made it through means either the other team's not concerned or they didn't do their homework.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. And sometimes you have to judge the performance of a hero on a team, and if it really is that OP, you let them have it. You see how it goes, and if it's that big of a problem, next time you're like, all right, maybe we won't let it through next time. But here comes Garrosh and Chen, two beefy boys picked up in the final slots for press forward.
Right. So, okay, in that offlane slot, the Chen versus the Imperius. I'm kind of liking it. But who are we going to see for the burn? What mage, perhaps? Will we see maybe a Mephisto or a Jaina? Orphea. Oh, that's a... Oh, it's Maiev.
Going for some big displacement there. Nice.
Yeah.
I like the strategy that Team Alexander fan club is setting up here. They're going to set Hammer up in the bushes. They're going to try to make press forward come in and press forward and get on them. But they have so much displacement with May, a huge front line with Imperius. It's going to be really hard to dive on that Sergeant Hammer.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see how it plays out, though. I mean, Stukov won't necessarily be able to get too close to bend over and just place his silencing maw on the ground. So he's going to have to rely a lot on his slows and the poke from Li-Ming. Greyming's going to have to just wait to go for the throat, no pun intended. To get that hammer out of there. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Let us know in chat who possibly may take that dub based on draft, in your opinion.
Welcome to chat, Jinxie Cat. Hello, thanks for stopping by, as well as a Snarfungus. But here we go. Game number 1 is starting on up. Over here on the left-hand side, we have press forward with a whole bunch of names. I'm going to mess up. My apologies. Let's start with the hardest one first. Don't quote me on this, but let's... Okay. On Li-Ming, we have... Madarada Uchiha! We have Felipe playing on the Stukov. We do have J Shifts on Grey Main. We have Red Robot playing on the Garrosh. And last but not least, we have Ren Brothers on Chen. What do we got over on the red side? Slexia.
Well, Wenis, I have an answer for you over here on the red side, playing for Team Alexander Fan Club. We have Jay on May, Clausy on Imperius. Any problem? Playing Maiev, the Paleta on Sergeant Hammer, and Clover on Lucio.
I missed that in the top. There is Clausy on the Imperius. Mixing it up. So we're doing the 1-4, as you do. Pulling up the talents. If there's anything to look at here. But yeah, I like, maybe the reach on Li-Ming is going to be able to find Hammer if Hammer's not hiding. But using those minions as a nice shield there against those big fat orbs flocking in.
Right, yeah. It looks like the Hammer is just finding placement here to be able to siege up and bust out some damage. Felipe trying to get slows onto Hammer. With Red Robot just getting a toss onto Clover. May throwing her slows down. Clover able to wall ride and get right out of there.
Clover.
But that was close.
Clover clearly has 4 leaves because that was a lot of luck getting out of there from that throw from Garrosh. So yeah, that's all I got for that. What do you think about this matchup in the top between Imperius and Chen?
I mean, I think it's interesting. I don't think either of them are going to look to really like hurt each other, but more just get an advantage in the lane. Chen kind of coming out behind the wave, trying to push his up seems to be the plan, but it was all a distraction. I think that we see Imperius is onto it though, because J Shifts has gone straight onto the siege camp top.
What a beautiful ruse there. It looks like J Shifts is going to be able to secure that. However, down in the bottom, Team Alexander Fan Club, they're picking up this siege camp themselves. Press forward is not able to stop it because they have split their resources, but it's a 1-for-1 as far as the camp grab goes.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to see Greymane continuing to stay top and push in with this lane, as well as the siege camp, get some damage onto the towers, and that's working out pretty well. I'm not seeing the same kind of push from Team Alexander Fan Club in the bottom lane, although Hammer is trying. And now I am eating crow as I speak.
Ren Brothers first to go down. That's first blood being claimed here by Team Alexander. Here comes Stab Daddy. Low health, but coming in. Clausy will go down. And now, ooh, down goes Maev as well. Any problems? There's a problem right there. Ouchies.
Yeah, definitely good defense from the side of Press Forward. And we're going to see even more kills here. Not even seeing Calamity picked up yet. Li-Ming getting those resets, knocking Mei and Lucio out of that team fight. And we're at the first Immortal phase, Wenis. Looks like we're seeing Press Forward on their Bruiser camp before even meeting up with Greymane, who's already started the burn.
Getting some chunky damage in there. J-Shifts, you know, Greymane is one of the top shredders. Popular shredder. I think that's also another good ban by Press Forward, getting rid of Vala. Also another very popular shredder. So I think if it's a straight shred fight, I think it goes to Press Forward. I think they have the burn. I think it just depends on how much Team Alexander Fan Club comes and gets in their business.
Right. I mean, Red Robot is playing so incredibly well, though, with stepping up and making sure that the value from the hammer isn't really going to be there, as we saw in bottom lane. And I think the same will continue here for these Immortal burns. And there is another kill onto Mei, just immediately focused and knocked out. A lot of people think Mei can't be killed, but if you turn on her, allocate your resources, she dead.
You're be dead. She get her ice block melted for sure. Clausy is getting in trouble trying to get away. Is going to get a little bit of cover there from Hammer. But I don't know. I would be very uncomfortable going in as the main tank in that situation, having that low of a health bar.
Yeah, you cannot rely solely on your... Are you talking about Mei or are you talking about Imperius? Yeah, you cannot rely on anything, really, with as aggressive as we're seeing Press Forward play. Speaking of which, they are here to contest this Bruiser camp, and I don't think it's wise to see Team Alexander Fan Club stick around as another 2 members fall, and we have 3 members down while this Immortal pushes bot in favor of Press Forward.
Yeah, Press Forward winning a big fight there. I was talking about, yeah, Imperius on the front line while Mei is dead. You know, sometimes it could be a little bit risky being the front line and low health as just an Imperius when your main tank is down. But yeah, Press Forward is able to pick up those 3 kills and this first Immortal, pushing down in the bottom lane. And we're going to see top fort go down first.
Bottom fort goes down too. Garrosh was targeted by the tower. Almost got a kill, possibly a pick onto Mei, but fell instead. And that's 2 forts down with this first push, with a slight amount of damage onto the top keep from the side of Press Forward. They're playing this incredibly well. And they are level 9 already, looking to get their level 10s after this first Immortal phase, with Team Alexander Fan Club just approaching level 8.
8-2 as far as kills go, so finding those early kills really helping out as far as the XP game as well. So when that 10 comes online, look for another engage from Press Forward. They might come up here and just scout out this camp, but it's too late. Team Alexander has hopped on to those goat men and they have made them theirs.
Yeah, I personally love to have goatmen on my side, try to get these camps whenever I can. It was really ballsy of them to go for that, but it was successful for them. And I think that we're seeing Press Forward play pretty passively until they get level 10s and they know that they're able to get another advantage, perhaps. Li-Ming is instead staying top, as we see all other members bot. No one moving to top lane from the side of Team Alexander Fan Club.
Really gets my goat when you pick up those goatmen, Slexia.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And they just baw and throw spears and do all this crazy stuff, but looks like we're seeing Press Forward anchor themselves in this lower right quadrant of the map with level 10s waiting. And changing their mind. Garrosh, though, playing super aggressive. You love to see it.
Press
on
Forward.
His treasure goblin.
Yes. Oh, treasure goblin. Oh,
He's
Deckard
goblin
came.
treasure.
Come get my treasure. We do have 10s online, though, for Press Forward. We do have the Curse Bullet there from Greymane. We have Massive Shift from Stukov. We got the Wave of Force from Li-Ming. We have Warlord's Challenge from Garrosh. And we're looking at the Storm Earth Fire from Chenbei.
Nice. Chenbei. Love to hear a name like that. So we're already at halftime. I mean, you were going over ultimates, and that whole time we were just seeing Press Forward chunk the Immortal to halftime. All that we're seeing from Team Alexander Fanclub is just clamoring in all lanes to get experience and get their level 10s as well. They may just have to give this Immortal, or they may also posture themselves and look to fight, because I mean, it's not getting chunked any longer. This Immortal is barely losing health. Now 10s have been picked up from the side of Team Alexander Fanclub, and they are looking for that fight. We have Ice Wall from May, Angelic Armaments from Imperious, Warden's Cage from Maev, Napalm Strike from Hammer, and Sound Barrier from Lucio.
Love to see it. Do have Ice Wall picked up as the heroic for May. I wonder if Avalanche is still banned. We shall see.
Oh, but that Ice Wall does zone 4 members of the team, and Chin is taking so much damage. I don't think he'll be able to survive. He was staggering it. I don't know why I was saying stammer in my mind, but said dammer. It's weird. Ignore me.
Big taunt coming up there from Garrosh. And here comes a stun from the Immortal, not quite catching anybody, but Angelic Armaments comes out. Red Robot is getting low. A big stab comes out here, breaking it down, coming out from Lucio, keeping some people up, but Quasi's taking a lot of damage. Red Robot taking a lot of damage. Red Robot will go down. J-Shifts taking a ton of damage as well, trying to escape with 17 HP, but it won't be enough. There is 2 down on the side of Press Forward, and it looks like this Immortal might just go over to Team Alexander Fanclub, and they might be able to push it down bottom or top, but look at this camp that's pushing bottom.
Right.
It's getting some value.
I'm surprised that Press Forward didn't take the time to burn the Immortal a bit more after halftime. Maybe they just wanted to show off, look for that fight, but I mean, it wasn't very wise. It wasn't in their favor. We're going to see Team Alexander Fanclub push with this Immortal. One thing I want to point out is the epic healing from Felipe, popping the Pustule after that impale by Imperious on him and Garrosh. It was crazy. Although Garrosh did die, it was amazing, and I almost screamed with glee watching it happen. But here's this Immortal just getting chunked, and maybe it was wise because it did pretty much nothing. Wenis
got a little bit of damage there on the front wall of the top fort there, but not as much as you would like for sure. And now we're gonna see both teams kind of step back a little bit, pick up the siege camps in top and in bottom. A little bit split on the side of Press Forward. But they're very close to 13, getting that talent tier advantage for the next fight.
And we already see Red Robot anchoring around the Bruiser camp that belongs to the side of Team Alexander Fanclub. They do have level 13s. May does step up. Danger pings are in this bush over here. And I'm not sure what they're wanting to do. It looks like they're deciding to just clear bottom siege camp and then go for the clear on the Bruiser camp that we're seeing Team Alexander Fanclub pick up.
You gotta get those camps while you can, especially if you're down a talent tier and you're not being invaded. Get those camps as safely as you can. Press Forward says, all right, we see on the camp. Now we're gonna get some pressure in the bottom lane. Here they come.
Pressure in the bottom lane, yeah. Level 13's just picked up for the side of Team Alexander Fanclub, though. So a few orbs and a couple melee attacks are all they're really going to get onto that keep. Hammer's looking for a flanking position to possibly siege up and do damage, but it's really not gonna happen for them, as Press Forward is out of there, most likely looking to clear up that top camp and set up for a brawl before burning the Immortal.
It's a nice toss there by Red Robot for the disengage. Not wanting to fight there, but here comes the fight indeed. Here comes the taunt as Ice Wall comes out as well. And it looks like...
just, not quite enough damage. Somehow Maev is... All right. We are back into it. Now I'm all off kilter. What's happening? It's the Immortal phase. Burning is happening on both sides. And we are at halftime, just slightly favoring the side of Press Forward and chunking down the Immortal.
There's a toss onto May.
Red Robot getting a toss, yeah, onto May, who's able to slide out. It is a dangerous fight for the side of Press Forward here, as this Immortal does belong to Team Alexander Fanclub, and there's just stuns aplenty just waiting under that guy, that big guy.
Yeah, and you know, Uchiha. Li-Ming is getting some good poke in there. A little bit dangerous positioning and is possibly going to get caught here. Wow, what an escape. All right, great escape from Li-Ming there, able to get away. Hammer, however, will not be so lucky. We'll go down. There's the Warden Cage, catching 3.
Really, no fruits of that labor. Here is the ice wall used, and all members for the side of press forward are zoned out. This Immortal is still getting chunked. They are pressing forward anyway and doing the damage here. Maev is backing completely. Will not be here to continue to fight, and I think they're waiting until that hammer is up in about 1 second. I still feel like I'm talking in this voice, just casting like this the whole night.
Feel free to use any accent you would like. I love it. So this will be another Immortal phase here for press forward. Marching down the top lane. Press forward softening up the wave a little bit, trying to make way for the Immortal to come on in. There's a little bit of a scuffle down here below.
Yeah, and this, like I said, this Garrosh is just playing so incredibly well. I mean, every time he throws a Q out, his Groundbreaker is just devastating and gets these tosses. And there's Clausy taking so much damage, having to pop his ultimate shield from, I believe, Sound Barrier. Making it out, mounting up with less than 600 health. And Chin is onto it. He sniffs the blood, he smells the kill. But will he be successful? He will not. This keep is gone though, Wenis.
Yeah, and look how much life is still left on this Immortal. He's got quite a bit of health pool going in. And it looks like if they can get some picks here, this might be the end. Press forward does have 16 to have that talent tier advantage, but without getting in too deep, this Immortal's just going to go down without the backup from the rest of the members of Press Forward. They got what they came for, though. They got that keep. And unless there's an easy pick they can get on the way out, I think they're going to take with what they got and head on out. Ooh.
Oh, that orb, by the way. It is Glass Cannon orb build from Li-Ming. Just chunking Mei.
Chonky. You're right. Red Robot with those excellent ground pounds. This is getting those all the time. I always miss when I use that, but that's why we're watching the best players of HOTS. Nailing those skill shots. Bruiser Camp is available.
Nailing them.
Over
Bruiser
and
Camp's
over.
available, but this keep is at half health, and it looks like Press Forward wants to get that down. They do have the Siege Camp in tow. And with Hammer being top, it isn't a 5-man defense. These orbs are coming from basically, I mean, the other side of the map, lobbing at this keep. Hammer is finally here, throwing out some napalm strikes, but it's really only burning down those goat friends of theirs that are throwing spears at this. And there's the ice wall from Mei. Stukov caught in it with Maev, swinging forward. Warlord's challenge coming out onto Clausy, who popped his angelic armaments, who will not die. It's more just using these abilities to defend. But these orbs, my god, Wayne.
Here comes a possible re-engage. Press forward deciding to go back in. It looks like they have a favorable condition for them, but a big stab daddy attack coming in, catching 3. Down goes Garrosh. And now it's going to be a little bit harder for Press Forward to defend. Down goes Li-Ming, down goes Chen. There's the triple kill. Felipe
the way that Warden's Cage just zoned the members of Press Forward out from each other, forced some of them to go into the choke bottom, and the other 2 that were remaining to go into the main lane were killed. So it's 4 members down. Excellent job.
Quad kill there, which is very well and good for Team Alexander Fanclub, as it allows them to pick up this Bruiser Camp. And look at them chunk away at this Immortal. This Immortal's almost at halftime, and there's still 15 seconds left for most of the members of Press Forward to spawn.
I mean, realistically, Press Forward, although they did die there, have so much pressure already with the catapults going onto the core top lane, the bottom keep with barely any health left whatsoever. They can actually die there and be okay. Will they lose a fort in this next Immortal phase if they don't get it? Sure. But are they out of this? Absolutely not.
Yeah, there's still a lot of structures up for Press Forward, so they won't. This is not going to be a clear victory. 17 minutes in, so it's going to be a little bit of a beefy Immortal, but we'll see what kind of a defense Press Forward can put up. Right now, they're still defending. Don't quite have enough to poke down that last 1,259 health. And there's Greymane and Li-Ming. They're going to start burning the Immortal up top if they want. Try to break down some of that shield.
May went in for a little bit. Clausy stepping up. Does get the final health chunked, but Press Forward was able to take the other side down to about 50%. This will be heading bottom lane. The Shaman camp is pushing top, and Greymane's going to take care of that pretty quickly before going down to defend. Now, the walls and towers are still intact on this bottom fort, so they do have some time, even if they're like, oh, let's just give the fort, which I don't think they would say. They're pretty aggro. They could, though. Greymane is continuing to stay top.
That's going to make defense a little bit harder for Press Forward if they decide to push in with this Immortal. Down goes the fort. It has lost, the Immortal has lost its shield, but it still has plenty of health. If I was Team Alexander Fanclub, I'd wanna try to get a keep here, but Greymane's gonna go in and start shredding on the core.
Yeah, he's pushing in with this catapult. He's on the core, and essentially that's going to force Team Alexander Fanclub to possibly have to back unless they can get some picks, and they are hot on the heels of this Chen, who is just taking so much damage, and we may see a Chen suicide here, but instead Maiev is the one to finish him off with Red Robot getting booped back from the Lucio, and the Stukov shove keeps him alive just a bit longer, and he is he's fighting with Destiny here, and that Destiny was for him to unfortunately fall down.
You can't fight your destiny. Hammer did go back to defend against Greymane. Greymane has since then rejoined the rest of the defense bottom. Down goes the keep. Good push in there by Team Alexander Fanclub. Getting that keep they're looking for. Getting to 21st. Getting a couple kills as well.
Yeah, this is looking worse and worse for the side of Press Forward. Greymane going top with one catapult to get 5% off the core, I do not think was the call. Or maybe it's just the fact that Press Forward stepped a little too far forward in that fight and fell. Essentially, they're giving up a lot by having those deaths, and with Garrosh still dead for 10 seconds. This top fort is also going to be taken by Team Alexander Fanclub with that siege pressure in the bottom lane.
There you go. Just like that, with one Immortal, you can kind of equalize the level difference and as well as the structures. So pretty close. I mean, as far as the levels go, the experience and the kills, there's a lot of damage though on the side of Team Alexander Fanclub. If they get team wiped, or if they lose a big objective, they're gonna have to put up a large defense to keep the Press Forward push back.
Yeah, essentially what's gonna have to happen here is Press Forward's going to have to win the Immortal and end with that, or they're gonna lose the Immortal and have to race against it, because it will be strong enough at this point to end the game. Mei is looking to be in trouble here with a huge repulsion from Li-Ming after a trait has already been popped. Stukov getting frozen by Mei's zoning Blizzard, and these tethers from Maiev doing quite a bit to the Chen ultimate. A toss onto the Mei as well as Clover will get their health chunked. Lucio falls. Mei is looking low. Warden's Cage popped to keep members of Press Forward locked up inside, but that's 3 members dead already on Team Alexander Fanclub. 2 down for Press Forward, now 4 for Team Alexander Fanclub. And I think they're looking for this final kill, and they get it before they head to core.
Oh my goodness, what a fight there. So there are 3 members left. It looks like Chen is heading bottom to finish off that keep. They don't have Li-Ming and they don't have Greymane, so I'm not sure if they're really looking to try and end here without the Immortal, just because all of their damage dealers are down. I don't know how Chen does in a 1v1 versus a core, but it's going to get in there and start softening it up a bit.
Yeah, they definitely want to burn the Immortal and have that as the actual way they get this win. I mean, it can still be contested though, as death timers are approaching. I mean, 10 seconds or less for multiple. Lucio up now, Mei up in 2 seconds. But just Li-Ming is the one left dead on the side of Press Forward, and we're just gonna have to most likely see Team Alexander Fanclub defend.
Yeah, the
They
chunking
are-
continues.
Yeah, and they're moving in to possibly fight at this immortal still, as finally its last bit of health is chunked, and that zoning wall from the Mei actually keeps Press Forward safe.
Here we go. The Immortal is heading down to the bottom lane. There is no keep there for Team Alexander Fanclub, as both their keeps have been eliminated. So this is a 23-minute Immortal. You always got to decide, do you want to try to chunk down the Immortal and not get involved in a team fight? Do you want to fight past and try to get some picks? Either way, this is going to be a tough defense by Team Alexander Fanclub as they're backing up a little bit, looking for their opportunity to go in.
Yeah, it's crazy that we've even made it to this point. There is a massive impale that we see from the Imperius with the silence put under him by Felipe. He does pop his angelic armaments, but is getting absolutely chunked. He does fall with the repulsion. And Clover, now getting tossed by Garrosh, will also be the next to fall. Final damage from Greymane with Maev, making it back to the Hall of Storms with less than 100 health. That was the call there to fight, and it was definitely the call for Press Forward anyway, as they take this dub here.
GG's, well played.
GG's.
Game number 1 going over to Press Forward.
Yeah, it got a little hairy. You know what I mean? Not that kind of hairy. Don't make a joke.
I would never make a hairy joke.
Press Forward really jeopardized their very clear win with sending the Greymane to the core and only having 4 members defend the Immortal bottom lane. Like, that jeopardized their win for sure. There was no question in my mind who was going to take the W here until that happened, and there were picks bottom lane. So they still managed to make it, but I mean, what was that?
may have been a little bit of a risky play. I hear you on that one, and you know, I was like, I don't know if Greymane can do this, and you know, 5%, you know, is not quite enough when you get these big Immortals and a big push behind them. You need to get a lot more than that if you're going to be splitting up your force. But it doesn't matter, because in the end of the day, you know, getting that W, Press Forward takes the lead so far. I should update my scoreboard. Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, my MVPs from this game, even though you didn't ask, I'm going to tell you anyway. I have 2, and they're both from Press Forward, Red Robot and Felipe. Felipe waiting to use his trait to get maximum healing value when needed was so evident and just so amazing. And the way that Red Robot was playing Garrosh, constantly landing his Qs, tossing who he wanted, was exceptional. Even if he had to use Warlord's Challenge to let his team get away, he played so well. Both of them just did an amazing job.
Right.
You didn't
Draft
relax
time.
your lower lip enough. Just some feedback. You didn't ask for it, but there it is. We are in this draft for Towers of Doom.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not talented. I don't have the lip talents you do. I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you for the compliments. You just keep them coming. Speaking of coming, just kidding. Are we going to see the Ana band and the Deckard band again? Will those be coming into our faces here? No, it is the Hammer band. They don't want that on this map.
There it is. Apparently, Hammer is something that they don't want to have to deal with in game number 2, although it seemed like they dealt with it in a good way in game number 1. I don't know, maybe I was thinking more of a Ming ban, but instead Chromie ban coming out from Team Alexander Fanclub. Interesting. I thought there was some excellent
Chromie was banned last game too. This is an excellent map for Chromie, especially with her changes. If you're trying to move through these tight spaces and you're slowed by her Ws, it's just not going to be a good time for anyone. Curious what the second ban will be. It will be the Ana. And I think the Ming, the orb build was just to deal with the Hammer, and it dealt with a lot.
Could be. It was picked before Hammer with first pick. So I don't know, but here we go. Another interesting first pick coming out. It's going to be the Lost Vikings, picked up by J-Shifts. Do you think J-Shifts will play the Vikings, or do you think they're going to do a little bit of switcheroo when everything is all picked and said and done?
I have no idea what J-Shifts plays, if he plays Vikings or not. So, as a wise person once said,
Yeah. Junkrat and Phoenix coming out here from Team Alexander on Jay and Kalazi.
So Clausy played the Imperious last game. Seeing him pick up the Junkrat is interesting to me. So maybe Team Alexander Fan Club isn't set in their roles with what they play, unless the Junkrat is the offlaner, which might make sense. I mean, he has a lot of poke damage, able to set traps and come into fights when needed. But there's that ETC that wasn't banned or picked last game, getting picked by Red Robot this time, and Felipe on his Stukov again. I would have banned that personally if I were the side of Team Alexander Fan Club.
Yeah, I like the Junkrat pickup and the Phoenix pickup. A lot of wave clear, and really, when you're playing against Lost Vikings, you just want to spread out a lot. Make sure that you're getting equal soak in all the lanes. But one advantage the Lost Vikings does have is, you know, this is a map that has multiple objective points at times during the map play, and, you know, if you just have more bodies going to more places, maybe you'll be able to steal a couple of those objectives. So keeping track of those little buggers is going to be on the list of things to do for Team Alexander Fan Club during this match.
But I mean, Junkrat has traps and different ways to ward certain areas, so I think that's going to really help them out. But also, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Seeing the Vikings on this map is just not something I'm used to. I know that he's banned a lot, or they are banned a lot lately, but it's definitely an interesting pickup. And for it to be first pick really must mean something, whether it's a meme or not.
It must mean that, you know, I think I play this hero well enough that I can first pick it, and you can try to counter it all you want, and I'm still going to win. That's what I think, but we'll see.
No, I think it's more like, hey, someone else might pick it up, so let's get that, because we don't want to ban it. Raynor getting picked up as well as Rhaegar. So not only do we have Phoenix slows, but we have Rhaegar slows, and just I mean a lot of things that are very annoying already on Team Alexander Fan Club. We've yet to see what the Paletta is picking up, which Not Paradox in chat mentioned something about weird stuff. So we'll see. We do see the Li-Ming picked up again, and this time Imperious going over to the side of Press Forward, with Deathwing being the final pickup for Team Alexander Fan Club. Interesting. Main tank Deathwing, question mark? Main tank Rhaegar? Period? I don't know. What are we dealing with here?
Exclamation mark? A lot of other grammar and punctuation as well. It's
Umlaut?
shocking.
Like, what is it?
It's shocking. There's no traditional bruiser, really, unless Deathwing is the traditional bruiser, and there's no traditional tank on the side of Team Alexander Fan Club. But a very interesting draft, not picking a hard tank, and then, you know, it's a lot of damage, though. When you have Phoenix, Raynor, Junkrat all together, that's a lot of projectiles flying at your face. And so maybe they're just hoping to overwhelm, get some burst in there. But I don't think if they aren't able to get some burst targets down, I don't think they're going to be able to win in a long sustained fight against what Press Forward is showing, is they have some beefier front line. They got some CC as well. So I don't know. We'll have to see as we get in, and here we go.
Yeah. All right.
Game number 2. I'm going to start on the right-hand side first for game number 2. We have Team Alexander Fan Club. We have Jay on the Phoenix. We have Any Problem playing the Raynor. We have the Paletta playing on the Deathwing. We have Clover on the Rhaegar, and we have Glazi coming in on that Junkrat. What are we looking at on blue side, Slexia?
Oh, you dirty dog, you giving me the weird names. Here we go. Playing Imperious, we have Madara Uchiha. Stukov played by Felipe, Red Robot on that ETC, Rin Brothers on Li-Ming, and J-Shifts on the Lost Vikings.
All three of them. Very good. Let me pull up talents here. Take a look at some first picks. We do have the cooldown on the Celestial Charge. as well as a damage increase for Imperius, so looking for some good stabs there. I'm kind of surprised that Imperius didn't go for the percent damage against the Deathwing, but, you know, it's not always against countering one hero, so...
His ability to sustain himself with Q build is just absolutely insane. So, I mean, him going that build is up to him. The Paleta, looking to get a stun, does land to manage that onto Imperius through the bushes and just really put a stick in the spokes of the blue team and their attempt to rotate down to bottom lane.
Here comes another stun, catching Imperius again, followed up with some big old flame breath, but Deathwing getting very, very low, and is going to be the first blood of game number 2. Going over to press forward, claiming that first blood. Yikes!
Yeah, definitely, definitely not a strong main tank, what I'm seeing here from a Deathwing. Definitely doesn't want to take orbs the way he was, but already what I'm seeing from the side of Team Alexander Fanclub is their ability to zone with things like concussion mines and various other random stuff like totems. So it's okay if he falls early in the game, but he's going to have to be mindful throughout the rest in his positioning. And it looks like he's found a pretty decent position as he gets quite a bit of damage onto Felipe and Rin brothers.
Yeah, the game is still young, so only the first death so far. We'll have to see. A nice junkrat mine there onto Red Robot, taking a lot of damage from the towers. But Red Robot's going to be able to scooty his booty on out of there and keep mooing for another day.
Okay. All right. Now, we do have the Lost Vikings in top and mid lane, but Phoenix is actually the one double soaking and has managed to push a wave forward so far in top lane that one tower is chunked at about 2/3 health left.
Red Robot getting very low in the bottom lane, dropping below 200 health there for a second. But is not going to go down quite yet. It's going to get some heals coming out from Felipe. Landed some big orbs from Li-Ming once again, except Ren Brothers switching from Chen to Li-Ming. And down goes Olaf in the top lane to the Phoenix, so that'll help a little bit as far as getting that XP, as we have the altars activating, Slexia.
They are activating, and 2 Vikings are set up, one on each of these top altars, but we have 2 members of Team Alexander Fanclub on the upper left and Junkrat on the upper right, just poking down J-shifts on one of these Vikings. And they're gonna forfeit that bottom tower, or did they not? No.
1 for 1.
Yes, they did. So they're going to get 2 in the top and continue to press forward, no pun intended, bottom lane, as that is the ultimate lane on this map.
Yeah, so 2 shots, or 2 of the objectives were claimed here by Team Alexander. Press forward, getting the bottom channel, but also getting a lot of siege damage here on this bottom fort, which, you know, bottom lane, very important, has all these sapper camps that you can push through, get some more shots that way. Talent tier advantage, 7 for press forward, getting that extra soaky soak that you're looking for with all those Lost Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, they may have that extra soak, but I'm not seeing their impact yet. Top lane, we did see Phoenix just pick up the sapper camp, and I don't know. I don't know, Wenis.
Yeah, we will see. We will see what happens when we get a little bit closer to 10. But here comes a big engage by Imperius, and there's Junkrat is just instantly deleted. Another kill picked up by press forward. We do have a Lost Viking dropping in the top hand lane, but we're gonna see some pumpkin engage here. Press forward. They want to clear out these sapper camp, get their sapper camp in. Down goes another Viking once again to Phoenix. Phoenix has a taste for Viking blood. Anna's in trouble there. Any problem? Running. Oh, excuse me, not Anna. I saw a gun and my brain went down. Rainer goes down to Imperius, gets the final kill there, and we're going to see a little bit more pressing forward from press forward, getting that kill on Deathwing. Woo!
Yeah, I don't know. If you were on the side of press forward and you saw the draft from Team Alexander Fanclub, like, what would be going through your mind? Like, oh my god, how are we going to deal with this? Or would it be like, oh, easy win, free win? Like, what do you think they're thinking here?
Team Alexander fan club, I think they're just thinking, how do we deal with this TLV who is getting channels and is causing all this presence on the map? And even when you get kills onto Lost Vikings, like right there, it just doesn't seem to make much of a difference because he's already in all the other lanes. He's going to be respawning. As we get later on into the game, I think it's going to be the respawn timers are going to be helping out Team Alexander when they get those kills. But for right now, it's just making a big impact, and 10s are online for press forward already.
Speaking of 10s, there was a solo mosh onto Phoenix with one of the Vikings falling top lane. And Phoenix will still make it through and live to see another day. It's just crazy. Things are going on in every lane, and it's hard to keep up. Junkrat dies again.
Junkrat getting taken out down there in the bottom. Imperious going in for some stun action, but is under fire. Is taking quite a bit of damage. Has that 25 armor, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes Imperious, getting that counter kill from Team Alexander. They still don't have 10s yet. They're so close, though. Here we go. 10s now online for both teams. Looking at some of the abilities here for the heroics for press forward, we do have Wrath and Jurius for Imperious. We have that massive shove from Stukov. We got that mosh pit that you mentioned earlier on the ETC Disintegrate on Li-Ming. And we are looking at play again for those crazy little Lost Vikings.
All right, well, that will deal a little bit with the death timers. This is a double altar phase coming up in 20 seconds. Sappers available on the blue side of the map. Red team was able to pick theirs up, and those are heading bot. Looks like we're going to see a brawl before any of those objectives are considered. But keep in mind, we still have Vikings in top lane, so, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. There comes Hyperion out. Raynor falls, and Impale onto Junkrat does result in his demise. And these altars are active.
Phoenix up in the top, trying to get some damage here onto J Shifts. It's going to be able to get that kill. Yes, here it comes. Olaf goes down.
All the while, there is a channeled altar from one of the Vikings in the upper left, and they're going to be able to capture the second one in the right. So Team Alexander fan club really has to decide if they want to team fight the whole game, lose their bottom fort, and give objectives, or play this map.
Madara getting a good stun in there, and down goes Raynor, down goes Rhaegar. We do have a mosh up here onto Phoenix, and Phoenix is just going to get blown up. Deathwing coming in for a dive, trying to help, but is quickly going to have to evacuate back to the protection of the fort. 13's now online for press forward. Clear advantage in this game so far, 32 to 24 core health. Look what's happening down here in the bottom.
Yeah, I'm seeing Junkrat here trying to get the Pimpkins out. Definitely trying to steal those. Another Viking falls, but it doesn't seem to matter. Sappers pushing top lane in favor of press forward do make it in. It's just chaos. Absolute chaos here.
ETC going in for a slide here on any problem. Any problem is trying to run, trying to get away. J-Shift's trying to help out a little bit. Little tickling there happening from Lost Vikings. Any problem getting very low and will go down. Out comes the Riptire. It's a little bit too late to save their friend. And now Clausy is getting just stunned to death and chased down. That's a double kill going out to press forward. And that's going to help them in this next altar phase, activating in 25 seconds. What can Team Alexander fan club do at this point? I mean, this is the comeback map, right? This is what everyone talks about. It's comeback. Is this going to be a comeback scenario?
I mean, it could be. They need to scale. They need to die less. I mean, we have 5 deaths on Raynor, 4 on Junkrat. We're not seeing an incredible amount of damage coming out from Deathwing. He's able to zone to a certain extent, but I mean, he's not main tanking. He cannot move quickly, and ETC is just able to do whatever he wants, slide around. But speaking of ETC, here in this rotation, we see him fall, and Imperious picking up the Phoenix drops him down with no follow-up, and Bloodlust is used as an escape question mark. Just kidding, they're going back in. There's an Impale again onto Phoenix. This time he does fall. The Disintegrate onto Clover, backing up, an orb does not connect. He's trying to make it out, but J-Shifts is hustling to get this kill, and an Impale onto the Raynor lands that, and Rhaegar is just able to make it out by the hair of his teeth, or whatever that saying is.
His chinny chin, the skin of his teeth, by a duck hair. I don't know.
Yeah. And
That-
hello,
what
thanks
a
for the
foul
raid.
saying.
Hello, chat. Welcome to this amazing best of 5. Boss picked up by the side of press forward. We're looking at 10 health on the core for Team Alexander Fan Club.
Oh my goodness, things are looking dire, but it's never over till it's over. Thank you very much for everybody for hanging out and watching this Chili Mountain Fight Night. Here comes an engage. It looks like Big Fear is going to come out from Deathwing Bellowing Roar, but it looks like all that's going to happen is the camp is going to get picked up by Press Forward. Here's the chase, though. Riptire looking for Red Robot, finding Felipe, but not going to be enough. Here comes the salvo, though, and Cataclysm. They get a nice kill there on the Li-Ming. Felipe is running away. Down goes one of the Lost Vikings. Olaf goes down and is getting chased here by Phoenix, looking for more, more of that Viking blood. Does get that second kill. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, they're getting kills, and I mean, Ming is down for this triple altar phase, but here is a Mosh. Again, really with having that Ming down, no follow-up damage, but Raynor is at 69 health. Nice, as he makes his way into the fort to tap. And he's not there for the fight, but are we going to see Phoenix fall here? Imperius is bloodthirsty. Instead, we're seeing massive zoning used by the Deathwing with chunked health from all team members on both sides, except for the ETC who's running for his life. And I don't even know what's happening, but we're seeing the core at 2 health on the side of Team Alexander Fan Club. And they're fighting to the death here on this final altar because they know this is GG if we see the side of Press Forward get it.
Oh, big ore from Ren Brothers taking out the Phoenix. Yeah, while all of the action was happening in the bottom here, both the top right and top left was channeled by J-Shifts on those sneaky Vikings. Down goes Junkrat. The GGs come out, and that is going to be game number 2 going over to Press Forward. GGs, well played.
I don't even know how we made it through that cast, if I'm being honest, Wenis. It was the most chaotic game I've ever seen on Towers of Doom.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
was
even
a
know
lot
what
going on.
happened.
There was so much going on. Yeah, Lost Vikings, it's hard to cover everything that they're doing, and especially when you have a split objective map like Towers of Doom. It's just, there's a lot to be looking out for. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. It'll be interesting to see what kind of competition we have in the off lane for this match, just because the off lane on Braxis, since it's a 2-lane map, so important. You want to win. You want to let the rest of your team down in the bottom lane like be able to choose the engages that they want without feeling the pressure of we got to get this point. Otherwise, it's going to channel for the enemy team. And there, once again, is the chromie ban.
Well, in the first game, we had some kind of normal situation in the offlane Imperius versus Chen. Maybe we'll see that again. Not quite sure, but yeah, the chromie being banned, not a surprise. Pretty OP right now. Just curious if we're going to see the Ana or not. Most likely, though. It's
Paradox,
the hammer.
Paradox saying, I know Alex Fan Club has a pocket strat for this map, but not sure if they're going to do it. Interesting. Well, you'll have to
Tell
let us know.
more. Wow, it looks like Team Alexander Fan Club's fan club is not Paradox, knowing everything.
Could very well be. Yulo17 is asking what this tournament is. This is the Chili Mountain Fight Night. I'm going to read it again. So Fight Night is an invite-only league, some of the toughest competition in Heroes of the Storm, and you can watch it here every Friday, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, twitch.tv/Chili Mountain. And tonight's sponsor is Vivify.
It's chilly here. Samuro being banned, not something we've seen yet, but something that must be on the radar for Team Alexander Fan Club. Who will this second ban be? It is Rexxar. You either pick Rexxar or you take Rexxar. You know?
Yeah, you either play Rexxar long enough to be banned or you become the ban. I believe that's how that saying goes. Look at this. Look at this. Once again, Deathwing getting picked up by Team Alexander Fan Club. Maybe they're going to have a tank this time? We'll see.
So instead of banning the Ana, they pick that up alongside the Genji. And that Deathwing, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, a Deathwing in the 4-man on this map makes more sense because it's, 2 lanes with huge space in the middle. But it still doesn't make complete sense.
Yeah, I like it. I think you're going to keep Deathwing down on the 4-man, and you're going to use it to give extra pressure popping up into the top and getting that point when you need to. Let's see. And there's Murden getting picked up, so it's going to be a different scenario where you're not going to have Deathwing be the main tank, and I think that's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure here for Team Alexander Fan Club. But Ana and Genji showing for press forward as the last 2 bans coming forward. What kind of offlaner would you like to see for press forward?
I mean, they could pick up the Chin again. They could pick up the Imperius for themselves. A Yrel, possibly. Deathwing really can't be touched with any interrupts or anything, really. So just someone that can chunk down the Deathwing. Maybe that percentage-based talent on the Imperius. Maybe we see something like a Leoric. I'm not sure, but if Deathwing is the one to be in the offlane, he is pretty easily countered.
I love the Genji pick, actually. I wasn't thinking about it earlier, but able to jump over walls, making quick rotations. So also able to create a little bit of pressure up in the top offlane. Oh my goodness, it's Cho'Gall. Woo! Did not see that coming.
Wee! Here we go.
Woo! Woo!
First a Vikings map game. Now we see Cho'Gall. Yes!
Woo! Woo! Cho'Gall.
The normal comp is coming out of the side of
Is it?
Alexander Fan Club. Yeah. We are seeing Deathwing in the 4-man with Leoric in the offlane instead. Unless, actually, we see the Leoric in the 4-man to counter the Cho'Gall. I don't know.
It's
but
spicy.
It makes more sense to me than Cho'Gall right now with Genji. So I don't know. Our final pickup here, who's it gonna be?
Tell me what it's gonna be.
Is it the Imperius? Who we dealing with here?
Stab Daddy? No, Abathur. What?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely no. Get out of here. Abathur picked up.
Stop it with that logic. You get out of here.
Right now. All right, so if it's Cho'Gall, what's the name going to be? Red Brothers?
Red Others? Red Others?
Red Others? All right. Seems a little racist, but, it is what it is. Here we go. That question's definitely not on the census. I'm just telling you. Which draft do you like better, Slexia?
Like is a strong word, but honestly, I do like Team Alexander Fan Club's draft better this time. I do feel that Deathwing will have more of an impact in the 4-man this time, but I think that Press Forward knows what they're doing, and they're like, hey, if Team Alexander Fan Club's gonna meme this whole time, so are we.
All right.
And Cho'Gall can be pretty oppressive still, so let's get into it.
So we got Red Hers being played by Red Robot and Ren Brothers. We have Felipe playing the Ana, excuse me. We have Madara Uchiha playing on the Genji, and we got Jay Shifts playing on the Abathur. What do we got on Red Team, Slexia?
On the red side, playing for Team Alexander Fan Club, we have Jay 12321 playing Deathwing, Clover on Deckard, Klazi on Leoric, the Paleta on Muradin, and Any Problem on Greymane. And boy, do we have a problem because there are multiple members top lane. Typically the solo lane, we see a hatted Ana against 3 members of Team Alexander Fan Club.
Genji looking to core under the first minute down there in the bottom. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but
it's a well sniping Genji, surely.
Well
surely
snipe.
Oh, the tower hits him.
Oh my goodness, what is this matchup? This is all bonkers, and I love it. And that well is going down in the top lane. Getting a little bit of a rumble up there. It's 4v3. Ooh, boy. Jay saying, I don't like to take down the well, but I'm not going to stop you, so down goes the well right away. Cheesy, perhaps.
Yeah, and I mean, considering that is Deathwing, that's one of his only sources of healing, and my god, Red Hers top lane almost fall in there.
Oh, Red Hers. Red Hers on the blue team. If that's not confusing, I don't know what is.
What is actually confusing is an offlane Ana Felipe down here against the Deathwing with the level 1 Vampiric Rounds quest.
Look at Genji trying to bait someone down here into all these Abathur mines. Not quite gonna work. This is a very interesting laning situation. You gotta beat Cho'Gall before level 16. Get a big power spike there. We'll see how it goes. The beacons are online.
Yeah, the beacons are online, but the wires in my brain are crossed from this draft and what I'm seeing. I will be struggling to cast this matchup because I honestly have no idea what's going on other than the fact that there's just a lot happening, Wenis. You're going to have to take the wheel here.
Felipe is gonna 1v1 anybody. Throw anyone against Ana, and they are going to go one-on-one. It doesn't matter who it is. So, very interesting play there. We'll see how that pans out. Top is being held so far by Team Alexander, and they have the bottom channel as well. So it is going as Red Hers is going to go downtown to Death Valley, and they will be responding in 13 seconds. Beacon progress already up to 80% here, and we are going to see it maybe a big wave for Team Alexander Fanclub. This could be their comeback game. This Genji, though, with the Abathur hat. Oof. It could be
living on
dangerous.
The opposite side of the map. Like, I think he forgot that he is blue, not red. Just juking and jiving, debating this Leoric completely. But yeah, this is a Zerg wave in favor of Team Alexander Fanclub, headed top with Cho'Gall making their way there to defend. It's still just gonna be a bit rough. I think this fort is definitely gone, and we may even see them end here. Just kidding, I don't know. I don't know what is happening.
The Zerg wave is getting chewed up a little bit. Cho'Gall's is continuing to scale. They are down about a level on press forward. Zerg wave's down to about 29% as it's crashing already against the top keep wall. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, Deckard has a lot on his plate in an attempt to heal the team up because Cho'Gall does do quite a bit of damage, but this is probably the most annoying Genji I've ever seen in my life. Not only a well sniper, but just playing on the opposite side of the map, backing in front of the enemy team who is looking to take down this keep as we are 4 minutes into this game. It's just absolute insanity. Felipe here trying to defend to the best visibility with 50 stacks. As Not Paradox mentioned in chat, we do see the mine build for Abathur. I don't know where this journey will take us, where we're going right now, but I think it's to a place of uncertainty. And that's okay.
It's a very scary place, I believe, Slexia. I'm a little bit scared to see where we go. No one knows where we are going, but these talents we are showing. It just goes directly into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It feels like I'm in a fever dream in that tunnel on the boat from that movie. Absolutely. We see the siege camp picked up from the side of Team Alexander Fanclub in top lane, and the Paletta on this Muradin is just getting absolutely chunked by it. This hatted Genji using his deflect, getting taken down by the tower, but not before the doses from Ana ultimately take his life. I hope someone tells his story because he has died now. It looks like twice. The most deaths so far this game.
Take your medicine. Looks like Ana can give it out and take it. Getting that Abathur hat for a little bit. We do have rubies coming out from Deckard Kane, so get all those little mini drinks if you're feeling parched. But here comes the push from Team Alexander Fanclub. They're looking for more structure damage up here, down here rather, on this bottom fort, and they're making quite a bit of progress.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they have the Bruiser pushing with them. Genji is back at it again, hatted fully on top of a grenaded Greymane, takes his life. And here we are again in the midst of chaos, fighting behind this camp that's pushing on the fort. We have Leoric using his ghost spooky walk to get out, and there's a stun onto Genji, but just probably for the stack. I mean, what is happening, Wenis?
I didn't expect this much chaos on a 2-lane map. There's not that many places to look, but yet there's things happening everywhere. Clausy is getting dove on here by Madara Uchilia. But not, I just spit all over my microphone, but it was worth it. Not claiming the kill there, but Tens now online, big time for Team Alexander Fan Club. Bullets away, as we saw already. We also have the Bellowing Roar picked up. Stay a while and listen, and Tomb and Avatar. Michael Bay comes out for 3 hours.
There is an excellent sleep dart from Felipe onto Any Problem, and he is dosed up. He is dead. He is done so, but more terrifying is what's happening to Cho'Gall here. Pitted in a corner against Leoric and Deathwing with a flanking Deckard, thwacking him with his stick. There's the Entomb and a swing of a mop. Sleep dart onto the Leoric, who does fall, and I don't know, that grenade from Felipe is going to cause Joe to have to Cataclysm out. But the kill captured from Genji is my play of the week, not even the game.
It's the play of HOTS.
It's the play of my lifetime ever watching HOTS or casting it, honestly.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Genji doing a really good job of sneaking in there, getting those kills, and getting out. Bullet coming out, slapping against Red Hers.
Do you ever forget that Genji is like a ninja until you see him played like this and you're like, oh wow, what an evasive, elusive man. But there's a stay a while, 4 members because it's Cho'Gall rooted inside of that. But instead, Clausy and Any Problem are the ones getting chunked. It's like Deckard slept his own team here. We're seeing Cho'Gall just absolutely taken out though, and with little to no help, red team fights on to see another day. Genji looking for those kills, sending out, what are they called, Shahrukans?
Hadouken! Getting the clone there.
Everything.
Yeah, getting the clone there, getting another Genji that you have to deal with now, as J Shifts chose to clone Genji. But we do have the beacon, the Kevin Beacon progress at 100% here for Team Alexander Fan Club. So they will be getting another monster wave down here in the bottom. Look at all these Zergy McZerg skins. Yeah. Look at this. It's massive.
Quite a few. Quite a few.
My
it's a massive
goodness.
one. Mule is healing up this fort a little bit. Clover on the Deckard is, again, using his staff to the best of his ability and meleeing that structure down. And the Zerg wave has taken the fort and is on its way to the last remaining keep wall for the side of press forward.
Here come the Zerg, and here comes backup from Team Alexander. Getting low, have to back up a little bit for press forward. Cho'Gall bring in some of the pain, throwing out some AoE damage, trying to take this wave down. Still 30% left. It's making its way onto the core, onto the keep.
And that's a nano Cho'Gall looking for their ultimate. Deckard uses stay a while, but Clausy and Greymane are just absolutely getting chunked. And a nano Cho'Gall is nothing you want to have to deal with. Deathwing using Cataclysm to get out, but will fall even though he does use his fear. And J-Shifts using the clone is deciding to chase the Muradin. The Zerg wave is gone though, Wenis, and we live to see another round of chaos. Madara Uchiha is starting the boss.
That's a very, very bold move there from Madara Uchiha. Taking on the boss, getting the Avatar hat, but look how fast this boss is getting chunked down. Cho'Gall throwing some punches.
I don't know. It just seriously disintegrated.
Back that boss on up.
That is a good pickup for them. Both teams have level 13 here. The siege camp is being attacked by the Greymane with backup from the entire team of Team Alexander Fan Club. And I mean, Abathur has a lot to deal with top. I don't know if that's going to be something that he can undertake on his own. It looks like Cho'Gall is backing to that lane to clear instead of pushing with the boss. And Yeah, it's just pure chaos. A runic orb coming out onto this bruiser camp, and we see red hers attacking that.
Boss is cleaned up. Time to get some camps. About maybe 3/4 of a level lead here for Press Forward. They're looking for 16. They do have 11 to 6 as far as kills, but their buildings are in bad shape. They've already lost top fort. They've lost a bottom fort. They need to get some of their own siege pressure in this map. Getting kills isn't going to necessarily win the game. You got to take down these structures and get that core as well.
I mean, it's crazy how much siege damage we're seeing from Cho'Gall and how little healing we're seeing from Ana, but how many kills they've been able to get. Those grenades have been absolutely critical here. And speaking of critical, that is a critical time and position for Cho'Gall as he was entombed. Lunging behind the stay a while, Clover taking the death because he is nanoed. And that is so far 3 members down for the side of Team Alexander Fanclub. The Paletta having to back up on that Muradin again with Avatar popped. And yikes, 10 seconds until we see this next beacon phase.
We do have some progress, though, in the bottom from Team Alexander Fanclub. Getting that camp to push on in. We'll start pounding away onto this bottom keep if it's not attended to, but with 3 members down on the side of Team Alexander Fanclub, I think Press Forward should be able to secure this channel, and they do.
Genji is after that bruiser camp, and with both of these beacon points channeled, there's a little bit of work for Team Alexander Fanclub to do. Not only do they have to get 16s, but they have to very strategically decide which beacon point they want to channel, and they probably need to stick together. This map is slowly turning blue, and I mean, I think that is really what we needed to see from Press Forward to come online, is just level 16, as you mentioned.
Here we go. We have made it. Team Alexander Fanclub has stopped the channel of Press Forward up in the top. But for how long?
Again, though, they do not have level 16, and Cho'Gall can be scary now. A hatted nano Cho'Gall, good luck. Leoric's getting quite a bit of damage put onto him. Sleep Dart does miss from Felipe, but there is a flanking Madara Uchiha, and that's going to be a dead man. He is double dead. Double dead.
Don't count your Madara Hacha Uchis, Haas, before they hatch. And here comes another engage. The Paletta is taking a lot of damage. It's going to be popping up Avatar. Here comes Stay a While and Listen.
Excellent interrupt on the ultimate. What is it? Twilight. What is it?
Twisting Nether?
Twisting Nether. Both ultimates actually on full cooldown. Excellent job by Deckard Kane, but is it enough? I don't know. Level 16 still haven't been acquired. Barely any progress from 15 to 16 has been made, if I'm being completely honest, from the side of Team Alexander Fanclub, because they have been killed on cooldown. Here is Genji coming back at it again, knowing when to use his own abilities to stop himself from dying. Just massive damage from these huge globule orbs coming out. Clover, I mean, having to decide to heal his team or himself, most likely just alt-queuing and backing the hell up. Genji, behind enemy lines, is in it again. Swinging his Dragon Blade, hatted, will fall. So does Muradin, though, and Clausy just cannot keep up with this damage. He's just completely obliterated. These Ana doses are getting out of hand. There are 105 stacks. Cho'Gall does fall, but this is a pretty strong Zerg wave, Wenis.
It is. It still has 74%, 2 members down on the side of Team Alexander Fanclub. They need to clean it up. They have the ability to do that with Greymane and Deathwing. But, you know, a good push coming out from Press Forward, who had no structures, and now they have both of the forts down and one of the keeps. They've now taken a structure lead. They just need to res and figure out what their next play is going to be. 18 to 16. Got a good lead towards 20, though, on the side of Press Forward. They're going to look for that and try to get that ahead of Team Alexander Fanclub.
All macro objectives are still, all macro objectives are up now.
What's in your throat? I want to taste it.
It's called Sadness. Anyway.
Oh no!
All macro objectives are still up. Or not, rather, still. You're messing me up, Wenis. I'm trying to cast. Okay?
I'm so sorry. Continue.
3 members were down from the side of Press Forward. So what we're going to see from Team Alexander Fanclub is probably just a rotation around the map, picking up these camps, trying to get some counter pressure so that they can do something, because as it stands right now, we have a hatted wave bot pushing towards core in favor of press forward.
Once again, Anna taking on everything that comes into the bottom lane, taking down that camp. Well done, Felipe. And maybe we're going to see a boss fight here. It has been started. It's down to about half health. Here come the members of Press Forward. Maybe it's going to be a standoff.
I mean, if they want to fight, they have to do it now because Press Forward is almost level 20. And this boss is getting disintegrated, but this nano Cho'Gall is coming in hot. There is a stay a while. J-Shift's on this time a clone Cho'Gall. First time for everything is there, putting the pain on multiple members of Team Alexander Fan Club, and that is 4 members down. Greymane, the only hero remaining with less than 400 health, and this has to be a core call.
That's it. The boss is picked up by Team Alexander Fan Club, but it is a team wipe. Press Forward gets all 5 kills there, and they're pushing on the core.
Yeah, has to be a core call. The boss was picked up. It is pushing against the top keep of Press Forward, but no one is alive from the side of Team Alexander Fan Club. We do see Leoric coming to life now, but this core is at 15% and dropping, Wenis. And that is GG. 3-0 and a best of 5 going over to the side of Press Forward. What a ride this has been.
There we go. And there you have it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. What a crazy last game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sad that we only got to do 3 games instead of, you know, a possible 5. But that was a crazy one to go out on, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely a challenge to cast. Really just chaos. It wasn't any walk in the park. Shout outs to Madra Uchichaha for having such a cool name. And shout outs to Chillrog for inviting us to cast.
Yeah, big thanks to Chili Mountain for inviting us out, and Chillrog for putting this all together. Oh my goodness. Clumsy just got banned in chat, so take that, Clumsy. Just kidding. Love you. And yeah, so I don't know. Should we interview the teams? Is that something we do? I don't know. Is it?
I don't think so. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, I say we do. Well, let me check. You have the Discord, right?
Yeah, but I don't think there are interviews.
Okay, if there's not, then there's not. But we could just do like a. Okay, maybe there's not.
I just want to look at the talents again. Oh, it doesn't show stacks. I think Felipe probably had the time of his life on the Ana that game. Those doses were actually really impactful. And that Genji, my god. At first I was, you know how tilted I get with a well-sniping Genji. But just how immaculately he played. I was just blown away by it.
Yeah, let me go back to those stats. Like there's some good stuff going on here. Really enjoyed it. Look at Ren Brothers on Gall, putting up some huge numbers there. Genji was just everywhere all the time. You were right. Like it was like Genji was living on the blue side of the map during those games, just being a constant annoyance. And with the Abathur hat, and you have getting boosted by Ana, like that's craziness.
Yeah, it's like don't even bother mounting up because Genji's waiting to dismount you. So you don't have a mount, first of all. Second, like I don't know. I'm probably gonna live next to your fort or keep and kill you there. So good luck winning and living because I have a hat.
Thanks for joining me, Slexia. Where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/Slexia or at Slexia3 on Twitter. Thanks to Wenis for creating Cheer 69 memorabilia.
Oh, that's the wrong link.
A Twitter handle. Cool.
All right, twitch.tv/Slexia for Slexia. Find her on Twitter, Slexia3. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MoistWenis, all one word, and MoistWenis on Twitter. Thank you very much to Chili Mountain once again, and to Chillrog. This has been the Chili Mountain Fight Night, sponsored by Vivify. So I don't think we're gonna raid anybody. I'll let Chillrog figure out what he wants to do there, but I think that's gonna be it for us. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.